I think leaves us in such a strong position. I mean, the record revenues that we've just reported of 2.73 million, up 22% on the last quarter, showing over 9.5% CAGR month on month over the last 10 quarters has been really a phenomenal outcome.
Orthocell has reported a record quarterly revenue of $2.73 million for the June 2025 quarter, a number that's up 22.8% on the previous quarter. Now, joining me to unwrap those fantastic results is Orthocell CEO and Managing Director, Paul Anderson. Paul, a very good afternoon to you and those results as well. How are you today?
Yeah, look, I'm fantastic. Really good considering the fantastic results that we've just reported to the market. So thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure, Paul. Paul, those results today are driven by accelerated sales of your flagship nerve repair product, Rempla, mostly here in Australia. How confident are we of where the company is sitting and now that these results are out to the market?
Look, it's a great question. And, we've invested a lot of time and energy in making sure that the product launch here in Australia has been a successful one. We've been working with orthopedic surgeons, plastic reconstructive surgeons, and urological surgeons in the application of this technology right across the country. We've been able to recruit over 206 surgeons who are now using and reusing our product in over 166 hospitals across the country. So this has been nothing short of a spectacular product launch, which has been led by the unique qualities and characteristics of this product, which are resulting in great uptake of the product, but also fantastic organic growth. And so it's awesome to see record revenues on the back of these really important and fantastic product introductions into the Australian marketplace.
And I think the market and like you mentioned, the resources here on the ground in the healthcare sector are definitely taking advantage of the fantastic offering that Rempla brings on board. Paul, you've mentioned this morning that seeing your commercialization strategy in Australia is starting to bear fruit, and you're very confident that this will be replicated over in the US on a much larger scale. Where are we heading in that regard?
Yeah, so we've been working diligently over the last 18 months to 2 years on developing a suite of key opinion leaders who can advocate on behalf of the product. And we've also been working with centres of excellence, both in a research collaboration, but also in a commercial collaborations. And so the preparations that we've done here in Australia, the introduction of the product, the lessons we've learned, the relevance to each of those separate clinical specialist groups that I spoke about, leaves us in a really strong position. So to get access to those clinicians, we've now recruited over 14 distributors, representing over 100 representatives on the floor, on the ground in the United States, covering over 21 states within the US. And so we've got this fantastic coverage now that's going to be enabling us to access the market. And one of the really exciting things about that is that we've also just reported to the market that we've just completed our first procedure in the US. And so really exciting that the hard work we've put in both here in Australia and in the United States, again, as you mentioned, is starting to bear fruit.
And I think that procedure that happened last week at one of the hospitals in the US was definitely a breakthrough to the introduction of Rempla over in the North American market. We can't deny this, Paul. It's been a very good start to the new financial year. What can investors expect in terms of announcements over the coming weeks?
Yeah, look, I think leaves us in such a strong position. I mean, the record revenues that we've just reported of 2.73 million, up 22% on the last quarter, showing over 9.5% CAGR month on month over the last 10 quarters has been really a phenomenal outcome. And those results do not include any revenues from the United States. And so all the hard work that we've done in the US, we think is now going to start to bear fruit from a revenue perspective also. So we're going to see increased numbers of hospitals, increased numbers of surgeons, and increased usage of our product over the next financial year in particular. And so we're really excited about the foundational work that we've done, what we've been able to achieve in this market, and the enthusiasm that the key opinion leaders, the centres of excellence, and the surgeons that we have lined up to use our product are shown. So we're really excited about the next phase.
Some wonderful insights there. This was OrthoCell's CEO and Managing Director, Paul Anderson. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.